Alright then guys, welcome back to the Charlton Save. As we do it in, obviously we'll play Chelsea and Fenerbahce today. Fenerbahce being the third Europa League game we're going to face. Played that Danish team, I don't know how to say that team, obviously beat them. As you'll see by the schedule in a second. We lost to AS Monaco away. We had two or three good chances and they happened to hit us on the break. We look at the schedule. As you can tell, we've lost to Blackburn. These two games you saw last episode. Beat Liverpool. Our keeper made some sensational saves. He finished the game with an 8.6. I don't think I've ever seen a rating for a keeper that high. Obviously, Nketiah getting a goal enabled us to go through the next round, which we have at Leicester. As you see, Leicester also got relegated last season, so that should be not easy game, but relatively standard game. I don't expect anything from that game. Next episode will probably be Aston Villa and AGF. So if I just Aston, I'm going to just write this down, just so it's on the schedule. Aston Villa and AGF, just so I know from my personal perspectives, like when to come back. I mean, we'd probably do it with Monaco, Man City and Monaco, maybe not, maybe Man United and Liverpool, bit, I don't know. We'll have a tinker around and see what we can do. But yeah, we'll move on. Obviously, draw against Southampton down the bottom three when they scored right at the end, which is a little bit annoying. 2 goals in 3 minutes, obviously cancelling out their goal, and they scored right at the end. A little bit annoying, but again, what you can do is football manager for you. Played really well against AS Monaco. Had a good clear cut opportunities for Nketiah. Threw in goal a couple of times and didn't manage to score. Keep saved or put it wide or whatever. A little bit annoying. And then a 1-1 draw against Burnley. Yeah, not really a great game in that sort of aspect. We go against Chelsea and then Fenerbahce in this episode. Hopefully we can make some sort of stamp on. I can say put some stamp on this episode. Oh, obviously I don't know what to expect from Chelsea. We did beat Liverpool early in the season, so hopefully we can get a result here. But I'm not expecting a result, so see what we can do. But the team lineup is Kovo in goal. We've got Petterelli on the left, and Allsop and Bielik at centre back. Lirola on the right. Jenks and Quintana out in the midfield. Inacho on the left. Nygren in behind Nketiah. And out on the right is Nelson, obviously. Last episode you saw that Beck's got red carded. You got a further 2 match ban on that. Also, we haven't played that many games, so he got a 3 match ban, and this is his third or 3 matches being banned. So next episode, but next league game he will be back for that. But because we got a Europa League game, he will be back anyway for that game anyway. So it shouldn't be too bad. But if I look at the Chelsea team, they've got quite a good team. Livakovic in goal. Got Badasieli, never heard of him. Marcos Jose, never heard of him. But they've got Odegaard, Havertz, Greenwood, Mount, Sterling, never heard of him. So they've got some firepower midfield, as they say, with Mason Greenwood, Odegaard, and all that other stuff. So hopefully we can keep them quiet. But first highlight is us. Quintana out wide to the Roller puts the ball in and gets cleared. Bielik retrieves, drives forward. Lirola to Nygren, back to Bielik, into Jenks, back to Quintana, back to Jenks, back to Bielik, knocking the ball around nicely. Jenks to Bielik again. Quintana into Nygren, into Nelson. Plays it to Inacho. Inacho takes a couple of people on. Nketiah, tidy little finish. Inacho's little pass there. Everyone's looking at him to turn to shoot, and he just plays a little ball into Nketiah. Not really sure what the Chelsea defence is doing right there, but we'll take it nonetheless. So good goal to score at home to Chelsea. Yeah, I don't know what the Chelsea defence is doing, all the keeper, but we definitely will take it. Nketiah scores. We're going to have a look at the tight offside apparently. I don't think it was tight. It was behind the last man, obviously, before the ball was played. Hence why offside. It wasn't offside. That is the rule. That is the rule for offsides. To get to half time, 1-0 up. More than happy with that. Tell the dressing room I am happy with your performance. Outstretched arms as well. Delighted. Go into the second half and hopefully try and keep this performance up. Iheanacho gets the ball on the left hand side in the own half. Takes on a few people. Gets tackled by Greenwood. Odegaard into Havertz here and for Chelsea. Plays the ball into that player. Mackies, is it? Please don't tell me his name's Mackies. Macias. Macias? So Kovar collects the corner. Don't know. If his name's Mackies, I'm going to have to call him Mackies now, aren't I? I don't know. Don't really like a name of Mackies, to be fair. It reminds me of the fast food chain. But Bielik kicks the ball and new highlight. Larola back to Kovar in goal. Ball forward to Quintana, to Jenks, plays it into Nygren, back to Quintana. Greenwood cuts it out. It's the highlight for Chelsea, is it? Thought we had the ball, lot of the ball this highlight. Seems to be their attacking highlight. Odegaard with the ball, Havertz, out wide to James. James plays it into Greenwood. Greenwood shoots and saved by Kovar. Good little save around the corner, really. Odegaard with the corner. Cleared by Bielik. And end the highlight. We have a highlight here. Pozuelo on the left hand side to Nygren. Okay, loses the ball. Greenwood, Odegaard to Morey. Livakovic. Sterling retrieves the ball. Mount. Pozuelo retrieves the ball again. To Nelson. Nelson picks up the loose ball. To Lirola. Back to... Oh. We can't even hold the ball. Oh, don't tell me that's a penalty. Please don't tell me that's a penalty. There's not even anything in that. Doesn't even tackle him, really. How's that a penalty? He's going to give the penalty, but how is that a penalty? It just falls over. Wouldn't even mind if the guy slides and doesn't take the ball. Yeah, they found their way back into the game, and it's from a penalty spot, and they don't even know why Bielik's even tried to tackle him there. Edge of the box, not going anywhere. If worse and worse, it goes down to the byline. You've got to stay on your feet. You've got to do better, and that's a poor defensive error, and it's cost us a goal. Even if it doesn't cost us, I'm still annoyed by that. Right, we'll make some substitutions now. I'll take off Nygren because he hasn't really played very well. Mourinho's the easiest sub for that. And we'll bring on Lopez, I think, for Jenks. And then what else do I want to do? Ishan. Ishan for Nelson and put Iheanacho out wide on the right, I think. Wait, on Nketiah out wide on the right. Yeah, that's probably better right there. So Nketiah goes out to the right, Ishan goes down to the left, and Iheanacho up front. Probably better for the team. James with a throw. Mount, which I can't believe how good the first half was and how non-highlighty it was, and then we just seemed to highlight galore in the second half. I know obviously Chelsea have stepped it up probably, but this is just ridiculous. It's gone from one extreme to the next. You can only go 2 minutes without a highlight. I'm going to demand more as well from him. Make 3 substitutions, obviously it's not good just to make 3 subs at the same time, but again at the same point that we've had a lot of the game without a highlight. Good goal kick. Ishan with the ball. That is one of the worst passes I think I've ever seen in my entire life. He passed it straight to the Chelsea player. I don't even understand how that's even a thing. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm happy with the draw here, but it's just so frustrating the fact that they've scored from a penalty spot. Obviously their XG has been way higher than our XG, but honestly, it's just frustrating. Here we go. They've got a final highlight because obviously they would have a final highlight. It wouldn't be playing a Chelsea or playing a Tottenham or playing a Spurs. Playing Spurs and Tottenham is the same thing. We're playing a big team away or at home without another highlight right at the end, and this Kovar collects here. Wouldn't be a big team at home or big team we're going to get something from the game without a highlight near the end of the game. Okay, Iheanacho's through though. He's got to score. How's he missed? He's got literally the whole goal to aim for. Honestly, that's probably the worst miss I think I've ever seen in my entire life. That is probably the worst miss. He literally goes round the keeper. All he has to do is put the ball in an empty net, and he just hits the post. Honestly, that is probably the worst miss I think I've ever seen. No way is a Premier League striker missing that. No way. I don't care who you are. Just not missing that. It's an open goal from like 4 or 5 yards out. There's just no way. What is this highlight, anyway? These are key highlights. Sort your life out, FM. Or Sports Interactive. How are you not scoring that? That is insane. I'll praise them because we obviously got a point at home to Chelsea. We were first. But they scored from the penalty spot and we could have stole it at the end. And Iheanacho just does what Iheanacho does, you know? He does what Iheanacho does. He misses an open goal right at the end of the game. So Iheanacho doing Iheanacho things is not unsurprising, obviously, because Iheanacho doing Iheanacho things. But when you've got an open goal and there's 2 minutes left of the game, and you've got a striker in front of goal and he hits the post and just bounces clear. Like obviously it doesn't bounce in your favour. It doesn't hit the post and bounce in, for example. It's just honestly, I'm perplexed by that situation. I have no idea what's happened there. Absolutely have no idea. We'll move on to the next game. We've got Fenerbahce at home, and we need to get 3 points in order to try and progress from this Europa League group. But we've got to be ruining our chances in that game. We've got to do better. We've got to be more clinical. I know defence is not exactly brilliant, but again, it just comes down to the strikers. I think in that game, we win that game if we have like a prolific goal scorer. We just don't have a prolific goal scorer. Nketiah's alright, but we just don't have a prolific goal scorer. But the amount of times that I've tried to change that front three is insane. It still doesn't. It's still only 3-star. No matter what I do, it's just 3-star, 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 3-star. Like Eason, he come in 3.5 star, but he's now played a couple of games. He's now 3-star. Like he's worth £36.5 million. He's got potential to be 4.5 star, but like Nketiah still be the best player in that position. Like what? Just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We'll move on to the next game. We move. We move. We move. Hopefully we can get through that Carabao Cup game, because also Man United lost to West Brom in that competition as well. So the only big teams left in it is Arsenal and Spurs, if I remember rightly. Arsenal getting Torquay and Spurs getting West Brom, if I remember rightly as well. So although they're the big teams left in it, they got the easiest draws, I think. We'll have a look at this in a second. Have a look. Carabao Cup 4th round. Yeah, Chelsea got Torquay. Sorry, Arsenal got Grimsby. So they're both through. And Chelsea, Arsenal, probably Bristol City, probably Sheffield United, hopefully us, Wolves, Newcastle, and then probably Burnley. So we've got quite a few good teams, and hopefully we can get quite far in that competition, because that would be nice. Yeah, definitely change all those three. Go to attacking. Oh, excuse me. That's I'm going to get hiccups now as well. Anyway, so just a few changes from Chelsea game. Obviously, Easton comes out on the left hand side in place with Iheanacho taking his space on the bench. Obviously, swapping for Easton, and we brought back in Bex, and then Quintana's gone out over to be the box-to-box midfielder. Jenks has now gone back to the bench. Bench is looking pretty good as well. And yeah, nothing really more to add really to that. Bench is looking pretty good. The only person wanted right now is Nketiah. See what happens with him in January, but again, we'll take things as slowly as possible, and hopefully we can get 3 points out of Fenerbahce and move on to 6 points in this group. I do want Monaco to lose, but also at the same point they're playing AGF, and if Monaco win, okay, AGF is just taking a lead. I was going to say if Monaco win, they potentially go up to 9 points. We got potentially up to 6 if we win, and then AGF up to 3. I think I prefer that rather than just what's it, 6 and 6. I prefer 9, 6 and 3. So hopefully we can get, because there's not even been a highlight in this game yet so far. So it's just like the Chelsea game really. There's nothing really happening in this game whatsoever. There's no highlights in the first half. It's been woeful. They just nothing seems to be motivating them either. Okay, we got a highlight first time. 30 seconds into the second half. Bex over to Pezzetta. Back to Bex. Bex hits him. What a rifle of a goal. Bex back in the lineup. Back in the starting lineup after his suspension. Obviously not suspended from European competitions, and just rifles it home for 1-0. This is the kind of thing we missed from him. It's just a quality midfielder that can do this out of the blue. Just picks his spot, just rifles it home, and the keeper's got no chance. Even if he dies, he doesn't even see the ball. Just hopefully just jumps up in the end. Like I say, hopefully tries to save it, but doesn't, and it's 1-0. Pezzetta on this left hand side, Quintana to Bex, Quintana, Bex to Nelson. Look at the space that Laroda's got. Yeah, Laroda puts his spot to Quintana. Back to Pezzetta. Keep calling it Pezzetta. And then his name's Pezzetta. Quintana with the corner. Nelson retrieves from a clearance. Nelson on this right hand side. Okay, cross gets blocked. It's out for a throw. They got a highlight though. Okay, it's cleared by Bielik. Watch for the second balls. Playing some nice football here in midfield. He's through though. He's through. Good save from Kovar. I say they've had a 0.08 expected goals here. Come on. Seri with a corner. Header from Toko Ikambi over the bar. Or well wide over the bar, whatever. Each their own. Your choice or whatever. They're playing a very, very narrow formation, aren't they? Oh, Quintana's out injured. God's sakes. Right, Lopez can go there, but please don't be a lengthy injury. Please don't be out for a while. Because make some more subs in a second. Bielik just puts us 2-0 up from a Nelson free kick. Nice little header across the keeper, and then the keeper's got no chance. Little cross from Nelson. Oh, it's not even across the keeper, it's near post. Okay. I thought it was across the keeper because it ends up on the left hand side of the post. I don't care about the tight offsides, but make some subs though. We'll make Ishan's. Oh no, Nketiah's not really played at all well. We'll be on Marino as well for Nigren as well. We'll stick him attacking midfielder, and we'll go with that. Go on with that. Any predicted for surprises so far in the Europa League? No, not really. Apparently top of that group. Only played two games so far though. At the roller, Marino puts the ball in, and then Nacho doesn't get there. Keeper gets there instead. 85 minutes on the clock. The keeper's got the ball. Not really in any rush to get the ball forward. Who's that? I don't remember who. Don't see who just headed it on, but Ishan's got the ball on the left hand side. Cross blocked. Back to Ishan. Back to Pezzetta. Back to Bex. Back to Pezzetta. Back to Bex. Back to Pezzetta. Back to Bex. Lopez to Nelson. Into Inacho. Inacho just rifles it home from 10 yards out. There's like intricate passing here, and it just speeds up as soon as it gets balls gets to Lopez here, and then Lopez to Nelson to Inacho. I thought it was Lopez was in there. I don't even know what I'm chatting about these days anymore. That's 3-0. 3-0. That's where we want to be at, boys and girls. Where we want to be at. If we're going to progress out of this group, we need a 3-0 home victory against Fenerbahce. Don't know why there's a highlight straight after the goal though. Kova with the ball. Boots the ball forward. This is going to be another assist from the keeper. No, it's not. They're playing the football round the nice. Playing around with the football nicely in the midfield here. Play it through on goal. Okay, stopped the keeper. It's a sensational finish from Cole Toko Kambi. Is that one that plays for Villarreal in real life? I don't know. But did think that was coming. Didn't really close down the space too much, but he's managed to find his way through on goal and score the goal. Nice little tiny finish, but again we gotta be doing better in terms of defending than that. Pizzella though. Raffles at home. Inacho with a rebound. Inacho, there's a second open goal was missed. He's missed 2 open goals in this episode. Can he actually, he scored in this episode, but seriously, like, he missed 2 open goals. What's happening here? We've tackled our own player there. They're going to score the second. Okay, let's sort this stuff out, mate. Come on, Nelson runs forward. Okay, gets cleared. That should be the end of highlight. Okay, no, it's not. A throw in. The roller to Nelson, to Bex, to Ishan. Okay, that's the end of the highlight. Why was the throw in part of it then? Inacho misses back-to-back open goals. Well, I think we got our title then, boys and girls. How he can miss 2 open goals in one episode is insane. But you know, it's Kilichi Inacho. What more can you say about him, really? Enough chances to impress in terms of Premier League appearances, and he's just not done that, has he? So we shall see what happens with him, really. So you are going to be okay. You're a midfielder, okay. It's not a bad little signing, to be fair. Right, what are you saying? 10 to 14. Nearly £12 million bid on him. I'm thinking 9. Okay, you want 18. We'll do 11. Do 12.25. No. 12.75. 13.25. Okay, 13.25. You're alright with. Okay, fair enough. I could do that, especially if you're going to come in at 4-star. Being 27, Quintana is only out for 4 weeks. We hammer Fenerbahce. Just need some money. I think somebody needs to rest. We'll praise Bex. And I think that's going to be the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. The next episode will obviously be Aston Villa and AGF. I think AGF will be our final group game. No, it's not. It's our penultimate group game. So hopefully in that episode we'll know if we're going to go through or not. But until then, goodbye.